welcome to this little Sunday vlog. I feel like I haven't done one of these in ages and I love doing these. I think Sunday is such a beautiful part of the week to be able to reset, realign, get everything organized, get yourself organized and set yourself up for like a good week. I'm all about that right now. I'm trying to get back into the groove of my life, trying to figure out what is best for me, doing what is best for me, and trying to look after myself to my best ability, because my body is my home and I have to live here, and I think it's important for me to look after myself, look after my mind, body and soul, because I want to have the best life. I want to experience everything. I want to see everything through the most clearest, healthiest lens, you know what I mean? I want to see life and experience life through the best possible version of myself. So yeah, welcome to this little day in the life vlog. I'm just having a really cruisy day, to be honest. I'm going to do some meal prep. I did a big food shop. I want to make a bunch of different meals that I can put in the freezer that I can grab whenever I need it, just so that they're there. I like to have a little bit of a safety net, and I think it's important too to have nutritious meals that you can grab whenever you're busy, whenever you're on the go, because for me, I am always on the fucking go. I'm always busy, and I just feel like I've neglected that part of my life and my health, and I think that is the biggest part of your life, is keeping your body healthy and looking after yourself. Yeah, we're going to do that today together. We're going to meal prep a few meals and cook. So life has been pretty busy, and when is it not really? It's always busy. There's always something going on. There's always a lesson, there's always something to be learned and to experience, good and bad, every other day. And I am going through a transitional period again in my life. I left my job that I was at, and no hard feelings. The job was great. I was just getting this sort of call and this pull from somewhere, myself, from the universe, to move on. I think it was time to move on and find something else. And again, I think where I want to be potentially in my career, I just haven't gotten to that goal yet. But I think that all of this is the goal, you know what I mean? Everything that I'm doing is the goal. It's just not to the extent that I have wanted yet, but I'm getting there, and I'm grateful for this journey, and I'm so blessed to just be here, you know what I mean? So I am not worried about that. I know I will get to where I want to be eventually. There is absolutely no doubt in my mind that I will achieve everything that I want to achieve. I'm not worried about that. I just want to make sure that I'm making the right steps for that, and I just don't think that that job was the correct step anymore. It served me well for the time period. I loved it for what it was in that time, and I am grateful for it, but it was just time for me to move on. I need to go in a different direction and really put all of my energy into my career. I think it's time. I'm 20 years old, and I really need to be putting that energy that I was putting into that job into my career. And I know it's going to be a completely different lifestyle for a little while, because things are different when you're not working a 9-to-5 job anymore, and you're just going to solely be a small business owner. And you know what I mean? Being a small business owner can be hard because it's not the same money, you know, it's a completely different lifestyle, but I'm okay with that. I am willing to throw myself fully into it. I tried to throw myself into it last year. I really tried to do it full time then, but I just didn't think I had the level of perspective then that I have now. I think I just needed to have a little bit of a break, a bit of a gap year sort of situation last year, sort of just cruise a little bit, get back into the workspace, and now give it another go. So it's my time. The universe is calling me. It's time to give it another crack. So that's what we're gonna do. So that is one of the biggest things that's been happening in my life right now. Also got some new tattoos. As you can probably tell, there's a lot more here now than there was, and there's only gonna get more, to be honest. This is not enough, we're gonna get more, but for now we're just gonna settle down and just be happy with these. I am gonna do like a full tour of all my tattoos eventually. I just haven't gotten around to it yet, so I'll show you my new ones. So I just got some hand tattoos. I got some little hearts and suns and sparklies, just some little fine line artwork. I fucking love these so much. They are everything I could have wanted and more. I just wanted something really cute and sweet and dainty on my hands and my fingers, you know? I just wanted something that just added a little bit of extra pizzazz to my hands. But yeah, I love these so much. So much. I think these are gonna be like probably my favorite tattoos at the moment. I also got these tattoos of my brothers. So it's my brothers as frogs. This is Az, Taj, and Ash, and all of their little personalities as a frogs. I actually fucking love the way that these turned out. They're awesome. They look so good. Thank you, Ella, for designing these for me. They are exactly what I wanted. They might look a little crusty right now because they're all healing, but yeah, I love these so much. And then I got this one as well. I got this on a whim after Melanie Martinez. Me and my friends decided that we wanted to get tattoos that like represented Melanie, represented the moment of us all being together at the concert, because it was so much fun and we just wanted something to remember it by. So we all got different things, represent the same message though. So I got a little knife with a mushroom and butterfly wings, because I think that really encaptures Melanie's energy, I think, and what I think of her. So yeah, that's all the tattoos that I've gotten recently. I will probably get more soon. I just need to figure out exactly what I want to go with next, because I have a few ideas. It's more just trying to figure out exactly what I want to do next, because I want my arms to be filled. I don't know whether I want to fill my arms first and then go to the rest of my body, or just do a bit of everything here and there. I just don't know what's going to look mismatched, because these are going to be sticker sleeves or patchwork sleeves, whatever you want to call it. Eventually they're all going to be filled with just little designs, so we're getting there, but right now it just looks a little disorganized and mismatched because there's a lot of blank space and a lot of space in between tattoos, but it's okay, we'll get there. I fucking love them so much. Alright, so I'm in the kitchen. I'm gonna start cooking now. I think I'm going to start with pasta. So I have sort of a couple of things that I want to meal prep today. I want to make a veggie pasta, a coconut curry, and maybe some spinach and ricotta rolls, like with puff pastry. So we'll see. I think I'm gonna make the pasta first because it's fairly easy and quick. So I'll make that one first. I'll get all the ingredients. It is so hot in my kitchen. It's like, I think it's 32 today, and we don't have an aircon in this house. So I've got like my fan like directly at me right now. I'm just gonna use the fan from like the exhaust on the stove because it's so fucking hot. Anyway, we're gonna persevere. We'll get through it. So I bought this big pack of containers. There's 25 here. So I'm gonna make a big batch of all of the stuff that I make. So I'm gonna put it all in these containers. So for my veggie pasta, I use tomato paste, a can of diced tomatoes, some mushrooms. I'm gonna chuck some lentils in there too, just to extend it a little bit and just for some added protein. And then I'm gonna use this plant mince. It's just vegan mince basically. So, oh, and two fresh onions. So that's my recipe. It's pretty easy, pretty basic, nothing too crazy. I'll add like some turmeric and paprika, salt and pepper. That's basically it. And it all just works well together. So yeah. And I've got a big bag of penne. So let's get that started. I'm going to show you loosely how to make this veggie pasta. I'm not going to give you any of the measurements or anything like that. I'm just going to loosely show you what I'm doing and tell you what I'm doing. And it's pretty easy, it's pretty basic. You can figure it out on your own. But yeah, I'm just going to show you. I'm going to put my 2 onions in. I'm going to chuck in my mushrooms. I don't mind if these aren't chopped. I don't mind them chunky, so I just chuck them straight in. I try and salt and pepper and season at like every layer, but that's just optional. That's just what I prefer. I just feel like it just tastes better. So just chuck in a little bit of salt and a little bit of pepper. Put in some turmeric and paprika as well. And then you sort of slowly put in some water. And then you're just going to mix all of that in together. So just let that simmer like that for a couple of minutes while you prepare your protein, like your minced lentils. Okay, I got distracted. My dad came home. Next, we're gonna put in your tomato paste and your tomatoes. Something like this at this stage. Everyone has different opinions about this part. If you're using real meat to mince, then obviously like boil them first. Everyone's different. I'm just going to chuck mine straight into this mixture and let this mixture cook the mince. It's always worked for me. I don't have any issues. It tastes fine. So I just think it just cuts out that middle step and that middle pot, extra pot as well. So this is how I do it. But obviously if you want to cook the mince first, you do you, whatever you feels right for you. I'm just going to add water too because I'm cooking the mince like in the mixture. I'm just going to add more water. It won't hurt to do that. It might take a little bit longer to cook all of the water out, but that's fine. I'm just going to let this cook for like 10 minutes, 10-15 minutes, and just stir it occasionally and then come back and check on it and see how it's going. Your pasta might be ready by now too, and that's cool. Just drain it and just let it sit while you're cooking the rest. It's for meal prep anyway, so it doesn't really matter if it's warm or not, you know what I mean? It's going to be chucked in the freezer or fridge anyway. I also just realized I have zucchinis as well, and I was supposed to put them in. I forgot about them. It doesn't matter. I'm just going to add them to the curry. But if you would prefer to add zucchinis to this recipe, then do that as well. Just add them in between like the onion and the mushrooms and cook them with the water. And perfect. So this is cooked now. I'm going to turn it off. I'm just going to let it cool for like 10 minutes or so. Maybe even a little bit longer because I'm going to chuck it straight into containers. And yeah. That is it. Super simple, super easy. I'm gonna put some cheese, a handful of cheese as well into the container, and then when I warm it up, it'll all melt together and everything and be perfect. So yeah, that's my veggie pasta recipe. So I finished making the veggie pasta. It ended up being about 8 serves, which is great. So that's in the freezer now. I didn't really get a chance to cook anything else. My family came home and needed the kitchen, so I decided to move on to something else. But now I'm just going to get started on my own Sunday reset.
Air Force in, kicking cans up and down the street. Ran away from home, now my mama trying to catch me. Ran away from home, I don't ever home. wasn't enough. Being hers just wasn't enough. In her heart there's no one to love. Now I'm left alone thinking that I screwed up. I could do whatever and she still choose drugs. You couldn't love your son, couldn't give